Full panel here for you. So let me, without further ado, introduce them. Firstly, Chetan Nair, who's a director at Pricewaterhouse, involved in their financial services practice, but specifically in charge of their BPM solutions practice. And then we have three panelists who will be accompanying him. That's Frank Carvalho, who's a sales director of Lombardi, Stacy Kenny, who's a senior business process analyst for West Bend Mutual Insurance, and Anders Liljevic, who's the chief procurement officer at Webster Bank. So without further ado, please welcome Chetan and the panelists.
Great. Thanks for having me here. Just to do a quick bio, I'm Chetan Nair, director in PwC's advisory practice, have more than 15 years of experience in banking, capital markets, and technology, and lead the business process management practice. Also, prior to PwC, I have significant industry and consulting experience as well, so played a senior technology role at JP Morgan Chase, and then management consulting roles at Bearing Point and Capgemini.
I'm Anders Liljevic. I'm Chief Procurement Officer of Webster Bank. It's a bank that spans between it spans the New England corridor between Westchester, New York, and Boston. I run the procurement area there, which means I manage direct-to-check processing and vendor management, as well as tactical procurement. And I've been at Webster Bank for 2 years. I got 10 years of procurement and financial sector experience.
Hi there, my name is Stacy Kenny. I work for West Bend Mutual Insurance, located in Wisconsin. We're a property and casualty insurance company, primarily marketing in the Midwest. And I work on a team that implements automated processes leveraging BPM, as well as a few other technologies. And I also do a lot of business process analysis without the automation. So that's me.
I'm Frank Carvalho, Sales Director for Lombardi, which is an IBM company now. I work primarily with capital markets and financial services companies in the Northeast. Been working in BPM for 10 or 12 years now, and thanks for having me.
Okay, to get started for today's session about BPM being the backbone of business processes, what we've put together is 4 different themes. The first theme about is, I'm an organization, how do I get my first business process management process, project kicked off? What are some of the key challenges? What are some of the key lessons? So kind of starting off from an industry perspective, both from Anders and Stacy, how they've been implementing BPM within their own firms, and what are some of the key challenges and issues they face. So turn over to Stacy to talk about her project.
Okay, so West Bend went about our first BPM project a little differently. We had a multi-year project to launch a new product offering to small businesses. And that product needed to be very agile, flexible. They were going in with a certain scope, but they knew they would need to refine and also expand to new classes of business. So that was one of kind of our objectives. And they also needed visibility into the health of their book of business, which I had alluded to earlier in an answer to a question. The BPM project itself was small, so we handled that part right, in that we didn't bite off more than we could chew. But it was such a large multi-year project, which I would not recommend, that project actually became somewhat of an impediment to the BPM team. So I'd advise against that. It's a little like, I have young children, 6 and 3-year-old. So I liken it to, giving a child a brand new sled to go down a hill and tell them to go slow. What child would want to go slow? Typically, if you're from the Midwest like I am, you're